Hey all, it is so bright out there. Today I'm not complaining, but it is causing havoc with my, like you can see the light coming down there. It's causing havoc with my lighting for doing readings. Right, here we go, new week. And this day, they are wanting me to do a Celtic cross. So let's do this thing. Definitely in a holding period over the next couple of weeks. This is all to do with home and family life. Oops. Right, okay, delayed news. Right. So we have for the basis of the situation for you, we have the card of communication. So this is about getting communication, needing action, fast action, wanting something to move, wanting something to progress, wanting something to change. The thing of the situation is a bit like yesterday's message is this, is the base of the situation is a new start, is somebody wanting a new start. That this is what's crossing you, is that you can't seem to move forward at the moment without this conversation, okay, without this action, without somebody taking some kind of action. Right, let me just ask what the action card is all about. Yeah, you want some clear action when it comes to building something. So there's something about you needing, commitment, okay, and building again. So you're working very hard on something. Could be a relationship, could be a job, could be a new business. You're very much working hard on something at the moment, but you're waiting for communication from others. You're waiting for clarity. You might be waiting for a contract to come in. Whatever's going on, you're busy trying to build something new, and you feel like you can't move forward until something happens when it comes to communication. So what's this new start? The Fool. Good in business sense, look. Being able to have the confidence to move forward. And what's this Fool about, please? Spirit, what do we need to know? The Fool. Anything else? Whew. That didn't come out, but that one did, yeah. Feeling very much, you're wanting to come out of the Hanged Man. So this has come out upside down, okay? And it's like you're feeling really discontent at the moment because you can't be enthusiastic, you can't move things forward, you can't trust the situation and that it's going to flourish. You are trying to be as bright as you possibly can. It's showing me the sunflower on this card here. But you are like, come on, I want to get going. You know, you're wanting to get moving, you're wanting to get going. And that's what was half trying to come out there, you move into calmer waters and being able to move forward. In the past here, you've had a lot, in the recent past, you've had a lot going on financially, around the home, around your family, could be around inheritance, or it could be around something to do with your ancestry, your family home, around money and support and things like that. You've had a lot going on, and with that you've had a lot of feelings of being very much stabbed in the back when it's come to this. And you've also been, look, 3 swords put in there, and we've also again got this feeling of you being up at night, worrying, overthinking overthinking everything, feeling quite negative and unhappy in the past. But I do feel that you're not feeling like that anymore. You are you have been trying to fight for stability and change at home, and this is where this communication that you're waiting for is coming in. Alright, then we go into your immediate future, 2 to 4 weeks, alright? And this is about, the 4 of Swords, it's about fear and anxiety. So for over the next few weeks, they're asking you to like introspect, or you are going to go into an introspective pattern here where you're going to feel quite anxious and stressed, but they are asking you to sort of go in on yourself rather than to become in this anxious state, feeling overloaded. They're saying you sort of need rest while you're waiting for this offer to come in. There's something about an offer coming in. You need to wait while this offer comes in. You need to try not to get too overstressed about it. You need to really look after yourself. You need to give yourself lots of self-love. Make sure that you're around people that make you feel good about yourself, not people that make you feel bad. And it also says that, you need to allow this transformation to happen, because even though you can't feel it now, once this does come to fruition, it will change everything. Everything will change. It will release this Fool, this new beginning. It will release the situation, okay? When this person comes in with this offer, again, we get the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So I do think they'll pick up on the offer and move up a little bit higher with that. All right. Oh, I need to put my card back. I need to be quick because I can't always get these out in time. I only get 10 minutes. So now we're going to look at what is the basis, what is the block of this situation. And again, it's about an offer. You're feeling blocked because of an offer. You're waiting for good news. You're being open-minded that good news can come in and you can move on. You can move forward about this. You can get out of this anxiety and out of this anxious state. In the past, we're looking at conflict that has built up to this situation, okay? And this is about your home life, okay? This is all about home life, and that is what this card's about. It's about happy families. It's about feeling welcome and your family being around you and people coming together and you having bricks and mortar and having that teamwork and success. So at least at home you are feeling that, okay? Now, this is 6 to 12 months. You're still feeling here. 3 to 6 months, you're still feeling quite trapped here. Let me just see, why are you still feeling trapped in 3 to 6 months? You're feeling still quite pressured and backed into a corner and like your hands are tied over this situation. Queen of Wands. Somebody feels that they've got something over you. And they're not really showing their hand, which is making your, this is like the message that I got yesterday, where you can make good because you're being held back by a certain situation, basically, over the next 3 to 6 months. What is this Four of Wands about then? Because you're happy at home. You're happy at home. Yeah, look at you, growing yourself. Okay, you're growing yourself, you're being very spiritual about this, you're growing yourself. I do think you've got people, you're being the leader of your own life. You're helping others, but you are still feeling very much lost in this situation. Right, this is your hopes and fears. So you're sick of, your hopes and fears are that you're going to be balancing this situation out forever. All right. But what I do want to say is, going into the future, this delayed news comes through. All right. This is about delayed news. This is about fairness coming in. This is about someone being fair and vigilant about what's going on. There's been a lot of calculating going on in this, but I've got to say that this news is going to come in quickly, and this is going to allow teamwork. This is going to allow things to move. This is going to allow things to budge. This is sort of people being able to work together a little bit to work out a situation, and it is going to come in quick. So although it's going to be like nothing's moving, all of a sudden you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and bam, everything gets finished and cut through. So it's like, if you're waiting, yeah, there's the offer, look, there's the decision. No more being allowed to use codependencies, being sneaky, etc., etc. That cup of love is going to come forward. That tower moment is going to be over, and you're going to be able to put down some foundations, and you're going to be able to put down that commitment to yourself and whoever it is you've got at home, whatever it is you're trying to build. So really, this is, whoever these people are, this must be happening for quite a few, because this is 2 days in a row I've had this reading. I'm not going to go into an extended because I did yesterday, so go and look at yesterday's and go into the extended, because it does help and explain quite a bit. But I do think this is all on a similar line to yesterday, and it is basically saying that you've got this thing going on that you're stuck in, and yes, it is making you stuck. And it is due to other people that you're stuck. It's not due to yourself. But this is asking you to try not to get into these anxious situations, okay? You have built what you need yourself, if you want to look at it that way. And that other people are involved and they're holding you stuck, yes, but they're also not holding you stuck in other avenues. So you've got to try and keep on moving forward, I feel, with your life at the moment, due to this, what it's saying at this moment. Keep manifesting, keep looking forward, keep looking to the future, and keep trying to plan and put down your own beliefs, and stay committed with yourself, look into the future, okay? And just wait for this offer to come in. At the moment, people people are being sneaky. At the moment, people are living and wanting to make sure that things fail for you. But at the end of the day, because you're working on yourself, you will get your 10 of Cups and you will get that decision that will bring in that stability for you and bring in that new beginning, okay? Whoever it is that's holding back will have to give out in the future. Alright guys, so I'm going to disappear because I've run out of time. But yeah, I do hope this helped, okay? I'll speak to you all later. Do like, share and follow. Goodbye guys.